Hey y'all, if you're looking for an easy dinner that'll feed a crowd but disappears fast, this Mexican casserole is hard to beat. It's the kind of comfort food that really disappears around my house, and the best thing about it, it's easy to make. So let's make it happen, Captain. This recipe comes together with simple ingredients, but it's big on flavor. So to get started, go ahead, preheat your oven to 375, and then we'll pick this thing up over at the stove. Alright, we're at the stove. You want to get you a good sized skillet, put it on a medium-high heat. My ground beef doesn't have a very high fat content, so I'm putting a little beef tallow that I made from a brisket into my pan to give the beef and the onions just a little something in there to cook with. This is 1 pound of ground beef. We're going to dump that in there. And this is 1 medium sized yellow onion that I diced up. We're going to put all that in there. Now we're going to cook this till we just brown up our ground beef and the onions soften a little bit. After you get your onions softened, your ground beef browned up, if you need to, drain your ground beef, go on and do that. You don't want too much oil on it. Next thing we're going to do, this is 2 cups of just salsa that we canned. You can use any kind of salsa you want. If you like the spicy stuff, get it. If you want mild, get it. Just whatever works for you. This is 1 can of chili beans. Don't drain them. We want that flavor. We're going to put that in there. I make my own taco seasoning. You could just dump a bag in here, but I like it this way. This is 1 tablespoon of chili powder. We're going to dump that in. This is 1 teaspoon of cumin. We're going to put that in there. This is 1 teaspoon of just garlic powder. We're going to put that in. This is a teaspoon of onion powder. We're going to put that in there. And that's about 1/2 teaspoon of smoked paprika. We're going to put that in there. Put a little salt, pepper with it. We can adjust the salt and pepper consistency at the end. And y'all know I like pepper. We're going to mix all this together. After we get it all combined well, we're going to turn the heat down to a simmer. And we're going to let this simmer in our skillet and bring all those flavors together for about 10 to 15 minutes. This is what you should be looking like after you let it simmer. The reason we let it simmer is it wakes up the flavors of those dried spices that we put into it. It also kind of helps it thicken up and just lets everything come together. As some optional items you could have put in here. If you wanted a little more heat, you could have tossed in some diced jalapenos or some corn if you wanted some sweetness. I didn't add corn to mine because I'm serving mine with a Mexican street corn dip on the side. But after you get to here, this is 4 ounces of cream cheese. We're going to put that in here. And we're just going to break it down, melt it into our taco mix that we've got going. This thing already smells amazing, y'all. I mean, this is taco night upgraded. Here's what yours should be looking like after you get all that cream cheese incorporated. Just makes it a little cheesy, creamier, kind of balances out the dish a little better. This is also where you can adjust your salt and pepper. So take a sample of it, add whatever you want to your liking. Now it's time to put our casserole together. Get your 9x13 casserole dish. Go on and spray it down with some non-stick cooking spray or butter or whatever you want to use. And the first thing we're going to do, we're going to put just a really thin layer of our mixture of beef and onions and beans on the bottom. It's going to help keep our tortilla chips that we're going to add in a minute from completely just roasting while it's in the oven. Just spread it out. You don't need anything really thick. Next thing we're going to add, I got 3 cups of lightly crushed just tortilla chips. We're going to sprinkle that in here. Now we're going to take the rest of our taco beef and bean mixture, and we're going to spread that around, cover all of our chips, and make the layer of it. Alright, this is 8 ounces of just sour cream. Kind of dollop it around a little bit. We're going to spread that out here in a second. Alright, work on spreading that across your mixture. So you should end up with something that looks kind of like this. Now we're going to slap some cheese on it. I like a mixture of Monterey Jack and sharp cheddar. Put whatever kind of cheese you want on it. But this is just a cup of sharp cheddar that I shredded up by hand before we got this started. We're going to go on and layer that on the top. This is a cup of the Monterey Jack that I shredded before we got started. I'm just going to come back and sprinkle that over the top too. Might be a little more than a cup. I didn't measure it out. I just cut the block of cheese and shredded it. I never had anybody complain about having too much cheese, so we rolling with it. Now it's time to put this bad boy in the oven. We're going to bake this thing uncovered 20 to 25 minutes on 375, just until it's hot, bubbly, and the cheese on top's melted really good. So I'm going to throw mine in there, and I'll show you what we're working with when we get back. Alright, this is what it looks like when it comes out of the oven. Got your cheese all melted, all bubbly. Now it's time to put some fresh ingredients on this thing and really kick it up a notch. So this is 1 tomato that I just diced up. I'm going to sprinkle that across the top of this thing. This is about 3 green onions. This is 2 ounces of sliced black olives. Now you can top this thing up any way you want. You can throw on some avocado or some guacamole, put some fresh cilantro on it. You could drizzle it with some taco sauce if you want. Put some hot pepper sauce on it. Really, however you want to top it, make it yours. We're going to plate this thing up. Let you see what we're working with. Alright y'all, this is what this thing looks like plated up. I mean, this is exactly what you're looking for right here. So we're going to take a taste of it, see how this thing turned out. Here we go. Yeah, that's really good. I mean, this thing's a winner. You get a little of that crunchiness still from the tortillas. The freshness is creamy, it's cheesy, it's just the right amount of spice from the salsa and the seasonings that we put in there. I mean, this will take Taco Tuesday to a new level. This is one of those things they'll ask you to make again and again. It's one of my youngest favorite meals. Hey y'all, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Also hit that subscribe button so you can see what we're doing. We put a video out about every week. And if you do decide to make it, leave me a comment. Let me know how it turned out for you and what you did to make it your own. Also, if you'd like to leave me a comment, let me know what you'd like to see us do next. Please, give me some ideas. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks again. God bless.